Good morning and welcome back to the Two-Headed Wolf Gaming channel as we're continuing pushing Sweden into Asia. And there are a few things that are on our list, mostly getting Opolye and then reaching the edges of Khazaria, maybe have a few wars because they are so weak and take some territories from them. But while looking through certain decision of what I could do, I realized that we can usurp a title for the Kingdom of Novgorod. So what better opportunity to do this than now, because we don't need all that cash. So we'll usurp the title and we will leave him titleless. He can do whatever he wants now, the prestige is ours, it will be ours to give. Speaking of which, you have 3 out of 4 territories in here. But one of the things that I could do is grant you another title for some of these. Let's see. Where are all of these? We have Gardariki. Is that what it's called in Norse? Apparently, so it's not Novgorod, it's Gardariki. He will become independent due to their rank now equaling yours. Okay, well then let's not give him that just yet. I thought that it wouldn't have that big of an impact, but I guess we need to become an empire before we could give something else away. A large wall ornament, we have now a masterwork large wall ornament of Russian tapestry. Dynasty opinion +3, core grandeur +2. There we go. All artifacts at this point, none of them need to be repaired. Let us see in the prison, because I sold a few of the prisoners, but I didn't take a look at all of them. So we're waiting for responses over here. Sure, we'll leave some away. Hunt the bear. We follow the bear on its flight through the ravine, and suddenly Lyudmila's horse loses its footing and sends her to the ground screaming. It's nothing fatal, but unlanded it twists in pain. We press on or we help her. Let's press on. A motto for ages. I can hear my beneficiary, King Elwyd, muttering to himself from across the hall. I need something great, something epic to make my creation stand out from the uninspired masses. But what? Just what? When his spirited eyes meet mine, he breaks out into a huge smile and waves at me. My lord, what an amazing idea! Just perfect. What do you think of adding your family's motto to the commission? Sure sounds lovely, gain some renown. It's foolish and unnecessary. Sure sounds lovely, we'll do that. Alexander, we can sell you, and we will do that. We can sell this guy as well. We'll demand some conversions here, and we'll send all of them home. I do not care for their presence. Okay, I know that this is a killing shot before the arrow even finds its target. As the bear stumbles and falls, we drown out its wails with shouts of victory. A good kill. Nothing happening at the moment. Another 10 coin, and with you we'll demand conversion. Great. Opolye, unfortunately we will have to go to war. So we'll take this flag here. We'll raise local army, let's see what we can get. We've gained some prestige from the fight. I believe that at this point, probably raising some of these troops. Create man-at-arms, we're at regiment limit, yeah, sure. Let's spend all the resources that we can to maximize the man-at-arms that we have available. I'm not 100% sure that our kid could will be able to manage such a large army, but we were going to try. At the end of the day, we don't have to bring all of the troops to bear. We'll leave him behind a considerable amount of wealth. Where is the castle? Here is the castle. So we'll move 2 armies there. We'll have our bigger army up here. The other regions, we don't need to do anything with them. A neighboring ruler. We have a queen here. And don't we have a son? A grandson? He's 2 years old. Grandson and vassal. Let's see. Don't they want to marry? They could almost marry if we do it matrilinearly. Let's sway her. See if we can make a marriage around here. Though she is losing a war of subjugation. We'll see if we manage to do that. Here is one of their allies, okay. Well, I'm going to fuse this army. This is going to go fairly quick. And then I'm going to come and attack this army. With this occasion, this guy is on our map now to conquer. Let's go after him. I seized the terracotta toy fowl after the siege of Timor. Learning +1 and prestige plus 0.05. That is a fairly good artifact there. So prestige and tyranny loss. I guess we don't really need this one. I will take this one instead. But we will need to... let's do this again. We need to repair it here. Repair. We'll equip it on us. For the Wrath of Sweden, prestige is good. And we'll keep it because we might need it in the future. For this armor, we could repair this one as well. I guess we could repair pretty much everything that we have. Because it's now that we have the money more than anything else. Let's catch this first army. To the impressive King Erkir of Sweden, you and I should be friends, not foes. Please accept this gift in exchange. So what does he want? To get a truce for 10 years. You are whom? He pays us 100 and... no. Yeah, he believes I'm a warmonger, but to be honest, it seems like there's someone here who is interested in taking the territory, so we'll leave him. Estonia, this guy, I think he was on our side and then he became a king, so he became independent. So what is the thing that is going to happen is that we are going to go to war with Estonia. Can we marry you now with one of our grandsons? She will not accept, but she will accept if matrilinearly. Maybe if we leave her for long enough, we'll be able to take her. We're just gonna continue to try to sway her. Even sending a gift might be good, right? Gift artifact. The Saxon sword? Sure. We're still gonna try here. Yep, she will accept now. Let's accept it. Inspiration realized. Over here, my lord, my champion. King Elwit waves me over with a huge grip. I have toiled many days and nights, and finally my work is done. He presents me with an object wrapped in cloth, and as I lift the fabric, my eyes grow wide. An ornate regalia set of masterful craftsmanship. It consists of a brass scepter set with piece of agate, a linen cloak that has been embroidered with wool thread, and a large agate cabochon necklace. Cabochon? I do not know what that word is. Prestige 0.16 per month, short range duration -12, and attraction opinion +8. That is lovely. And where do we put that? Is it like a weapon or it's a regalia? Okay, so I need just a crown. That's all I need now. Over here we're gonna attack this region. Alliance formed with the chieftainess. Great. The war is over, we're gonna enforce our demands here. There we go. I have to give this territory away. Let's see. Who has territory around me? You have 4 out of 5, you have 3 out of 4, you have 1 out of 4. So I am going to grant you some titles. Give you everything around here. Just so you can be on equal footing. Over here though, your armies are raised. Let's disband our armies. Now let's take a look. I could do conquer, like I could take just certain regions, but if I'm looking at her, declare war, arrange marriage, like we've done this, but they're just engaged now. I was thinking, can I not give her some of these? Like, doesn't she have like a claim? 5 claims. Okay. For example, like if we wanted to push one of these. Yeah, apparently I can't take everything, just parts of it. And I'm not sure exactly what I want to do. So, realm loss when vassals die. So that is one territory, and there's another territory here. I guess we will once again have to do some work. One chieftain has accused, sure. We'll imprison them. Just because that seems to be like some of the right thing to do, but we can ransom them out. You. Jarldom of Finland, sure, we'll renounce some claims there. Negotiate a bunch of releases with demanding conversion. Another perk that we could pick up, Soldier of Lesser Fortune, getting cheaper units. The horse is sick again, so we're gonna heal it. We are 56, still in fine health, we're not in good health anymore. But maybe if we go on a hunt and a few other things, like let's host a modest feast. cheery gathering, welcome friends. We can usurp another title, and I don't think I care for that too much. Over on this side, a laudable effort. As the feast is underway and our guests are eating and drinking, merrily Jarl Sigurd approaches Duridr and me at the great table. This is a marvelous field. All my compliments to the host. Sure. Our wife deserves all the credit. Let's get some of that reputation. We don't need prestige anymore. Child of my dynasty. Don't care that far into... Please do go on. I listened to her as she carelessly, sorry about that, reveals all manner of things, distracting by trying to get one last drop from her tankard. She's oblivious. Okay, so she revealed that she is a secret lover or something. Okay. I really don't care in these games about this kind of drama. We can push his claim for the chiefdom. We gain the trait famous Raveler, which is great. It's what I wanted to do, like upgrade those traits. Over here, there's not a whole lot that we could do. We could take some territory, but there's nothing that I really want. Some Varangian adventures could be an interesting idea. At this point, if I'm looking once again at development, it's mostly around the Mediterranean and India. Let's see. Our courtier and ward, we took her out playing with a bow, and to my surprise she ran into a wounded doe. She later lashed out at me, thinking I had staged the whole encounter as some kind of test. She can become paranoid. Can make her ambitious or sadistic. Let's make her ambitious. Development wise, there's plenty of regions that need a lot of work. A large area of the world is feudal. The Anglo-Saxon Catholic populace have disbanded, that is great. And I'll just pin her and we'll stop swaying here. But I am hoping that I can push some claims later on. Colorful talent. I find my daughter Iliana sitting on the floor surrounded by spilled paint and pieces of canvas for the third time this month. My courtiers whisper about her being an artistic genius in the making, but the servants complain about scrubbing the floors free of paint in the wake of her inspirations. Her genius will be nurtured. Sure. Let's educate her. I'd keep her with us. I would like to create another artifact, if possible. I know it's not gonna be as great as others, but we'll create a crown. So we have a courtier who is inspired, and she's forging a crown. Hopefully we will get something good. Okay. Is there anyone special to you, my lord? We can create a crown. There is no need for a dedication. Yes, there's no need for a dedication for our crown. We have 6 houses in the family, okay. 73 living members. If we are to take a look at the legacy, not the legacy tree, but the dynasty tree, plenty of sons. It will expand us so much more going forward. But it seems like some of these ancestors have really disappeared. Well, mostly taken over by us, I would say. Yeah. Tough life. Decision to hold the court, and we will do this, as per usual. My lord, this is outrageous. An agitated chieftain stands before my throne. The body of my poor aunt, the recently deceased, has been validated by the fiend you keep as your court physician. Okay. So... sacrilegious. Who is telling the truth? So what? We can pay him 50, grow closer to formal rivalry, becomes his rival, the chieftain. Okay, you lose some opinion and we became friends. Sacrilegious. Sure, we'll trust our court physician. And at the end of the day, if he becomes a better physician, that is good for us. My vassal, the chieftain, approaches me, averting his eyes like he often does. My lord, I have a brilliant idea. How about we host a fair or perhaps even a festival for the common folk to expose them to one of the different cultures in our beautiful kingdom? Okay, it'll cost money. So, the Marias, Volga Finnic heritage. Sure, we'll do a grand festival here to accept the cultures better. The less tension we have, the better it will be. Earl Edwulf boldly steps forward and without providing any context proceeds in hushed tones. I would be willing to overlook my grievances if you were to revise my contractual obligation to the crown. Though rumored to be rallying my vassals to break away from Sweden, surely this is a charge Edwulf would never publicly admit to. C-sense knifery will not do you any good. Sure. Let's see. C-sense knavery will do you no good. Then discontent. And our job here is done. Nothing good came out of that. Whoever wants the independence, I am more than happy to fight for it. Court poet, we have none. A musician, we can bring some people, but they will have poor skills. Still, we're gonna try. As an artificer, yeah, I'm going to bring her. And you as well. And that is pretty much it. And we also need a keeper of swans once again. Our vassal and champion. Murder, okay, maybe not. One of our sons, let's put him in the keeper of swans role. And what else do we have? Can imprison a few people, titles can be created, a concubine. I am also thinking that we should go, let's go to the next, instead of disparate tribes, we could go higher. We'll pass limited autonomy. If we go for high tribal autonomy, titles can be revoked, vassals can be retracted, characters can be imprisoned, tribal rulers with non-tribal lineage may settle, becoming feudal or clan. Okay. Direct vassal opinions minus 30. Independent tribes rulers may settle, becoming feudal or clans. Let's go one level higher there to High Tribal Authority to see if we could do okay. I do not like this guy. You are just a chancellor somewhere. I don't really like him because he's breaking a lot of our territories, right? So with this in mind, I am thinking about taking him out. There's not a big chance to murder him. So then we will just take some of the territories from him. For example, this one. Not all. I didn't need all of the troops. But we'll do this. And you come here. This is not a bad battle, really worth fighting, but I don't like him stripping and taking over my territories. This is not what I've worked for the last, I don't know how many years, 50? I am 57. So I haven't worked for 57 years for anyone to come and just take it away. There's some expansion happening around. Some of the kingdoms are gaining some strength. But mostly I am hoping to get enough in order to secure the North Sea. We still need to gain like this, hold the title for 30 years. Pickle Philip. I bump into a very grave looking Gida, my metalsmith, hoping that she doesn't bring ill news of the splendid crown she should soon have ready for me. Oh, there you are, my liege. I have hit a wall in my work. Nothing major, my ideas have gone to ground as the pressure mounts. She laughs nervously. I just need some inspiration. Mighty king, might you have some prior examples I could examine? To the great hall. Or I know what you need and we can make her drunk, or a good chance to make her drunk. I have just the tonic and we're just a small level herbalist. Sure, to the Great Hall. It feels like that is the better chance to produce something of decent quality. I shall get around my grand hall, taking great pride in its luxury and the various riches on display. The metalsmith pauses as though awestruck, examining the magnificent regalia. Ah, very fine, my liege. Could I use its jewels? The magnificent regalia, very well. I don't want that. How about my Norse brooch? With fertility and prestige. I will break the brooch, sure. Because I have a few things that I could replace. For example, the Wrath of Sweden. He's bringing in some troops for some reason. I mean, probably because that's his only chance, but there you go. A strange noise. I arrived back at my stronghold after a long, lonely walk. Another year passed, another year older. I was born this day 58 years ago. The older I get, the more I cherish the relationship I cultivated over the years, so it saddens me that I've not heard from my wife or any of my friends today. Another one of those surprise, happy birthday, what type of gift do you want? I will take the biggest one. So we gain a North Sword 4 quality. Okay, time to enforce our demands. Disband this region. For this Jarl, I am going to grant you these 2 titles here. But I want you to do some work. Don't like this guy. So we really need to take the territory from him. Anything else that we want to do? For a second there, it seemed like we had few champions. My vassal accosts me. Well met, liege. I've heard tale of your patronage of Gida's medality. They say she is forging a crown worthy of king. Please take this and give it to her. I wouldn't want to miss the chance to aid in the creation of a masterpiece. How generous. Sure. How generous. Plenty of internal wars. Inspiration realized. A fancy crown of fine craftsmanship. The crown is forged from brass and set with small pieces of jet. This is lovely. Prestige 0.12 and man-at-arms maintenance minus 1%. Okay, it's nothing special, to be honest. But it's better than nothing. You never know when we might be able to upgrade it. At least now we have a full set on us. The family craft. I'm just finished up with business in my council chambers when my wife saunters in with her sister eagerly at her heels. I put the ledger I was just reading, knowing no good can come from this unexpected visit. Okay. Dury hesitantly remarks upon the room's furnishing. Don't these bare stone walls drive you the least bit mad? I know exactly what this room needs. Tapestries. My sister is excellent with the needle and thread. Sponsor her and see how her creation will improve the mood. Oh, sure. Go ahead. Create something great. I like this part. I have to say, at this point of the game, that creating artifacts seems like a good addition. It's interesting. You get some like basically cool gadgets to play with and improve your kingdom and everything else. Mysteries of the heroic sagas. What do we want to make our granddaughter and word? Humble, cynical, or content? We can make her content. A name to remember. Is anyone special? Sure, we'll make one for our wife, since her sister is the one sewing the tapestry. Horse enthusiast? No. What's with all these horse enthusiasts? My friend stops me in the hall with a big smile. Ah, there you are, Erker. I just spoke to the chieftainess. I heard she's weaving a historical record for you. I couldn't resist a visit to her weavery. I talked to her about how to meet your expectation. I think you'll likely like the results. Slightly higher quality, great. Chieftain claims. I was watching our granddaughter, no, just our courtier and ward, play with other children when the Duke tried to push her over. Soon a brawl broken up. Do I want her to be ruffled? Sure. In this culture, being ruffled is seen as a good sign. Court gesture, slapstick. Okay, oh no, seems I'm falling over again, my jester exclaims with a comical tone, forcefully tumbling over. I'm so clumsy. I surely hope I can stay upright this time, he says, audibly face planting on the floor. My luck is rotten, he giggles, falling straight into the wall with a loud thud. After all this, not a scratch on his body. We can laugh, or we could wound him. Now let's just laugh at his impressiveness. Don't need to hurt him at this point. Not that stressed. Is there a chance that you would marry one of our granddaughters? Well, you are not far off. 58 minus 58. Huh. So he came to speak to us, sure. Homage taking the knee, he provides us with some gold, some prestige, some dynasty renown, court grandeur, and prestige. Cool. We're back at court, level 6. And we could murder him. Let us do that. Let's have our spy master support the schemes. We have another son in our family. I want to take him out because he's ambitious and I don't like what he did. Over here our sister-in-law wants... We can give her a drink, we can try to make a potion. 2% that the chieftain dies. Or go to the Great Hall. Let's go to the Great Hall. And she wants the Russian tapestry, Dynasty Opinion Core Grandeur bonus, or the nude one. Shall we give the nude one? Traction Opinion plus 8? Yes. Dynasty Opinion will be important. A demonstration of leadership. Holding of Upland gets respected figurehead and 50 martial, or get some... Sure, let's take some martial experience over here. And we'll go for absolute control, which enables absolute control for counties. I think we can activate that and none of them will rebel. And we're 1 point away from Overseer. Cool. But this is pretty much all the time that we have for today. I will see you guys tomorrow when we're continuing our journey as Sweden and get even closer to become the High King of the Sea. As you can see, we held one of the titles for 30 years. We are just a tiny bit away from creating the entire empire. Until tomorrow, I wish you all to have a wonderful day.